This thing has to stir a little longer. Well, I'm baking pretzels. Bavarian style soft pretzels.
Sadie's Caribbean Fish Cakes. Sadie being my mom.
My product is a fresh herb seasoning. So I chop up fresh herbs and bottle them.
Visit Blue Ridge Food Ventures most any day of the week, and you will find the 11,000 square foot commercial kitchen buzzing with activity. Located on the Asheville-Buncombe Technical Community College campus, Blue Ridge is helping dreams come true for budding entrepreneurs.
The official name is actually, it's a shared use value-added food processing center. So we don't say that very often. We call ourselves a kitchen incubator or a food business incubator. We grow small food businesses.
Well, this place is great. You know, it has a mixer, it has an oven and a table, and that's pretty much all I need.
Erhard Schuffman is hoping to bring a little of his native Germany to Western North Carolina.
I was kind of setting out to recreate the taste from my childhood.
Blue Ridge Food Ventures provided Erhard with a place to try his business without a big financial investment.
I mean, this is great because it's pretty low risk. You know, you start from zero.
We lower the cost of failure. It gives people an opportunity to try out their dream. They've always wanted to make their grandma's pickle relish or hot sauce, but if you start looking into equipping your own kitchen and you're putting $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 just to get the facility to try and see if anybody wants to buy your product.
It has been absolutely immeasurably valuable in getting my business going. I couldn't have done it without this commercial kitchen.
Once a real estate paralegal, Leslie Suber moved from New York to Charlotte in 2007.
Unfortunately, soon after I got to Charlotte, I got laid off. I've always wanted to start my own business. And I've, just focusing on what I'm really good at, I said the first thing I can think of is this food product that my family has made for years and years.
While she always had thoughts of starting her own business, Leslie admits it felt a little like jumping in the deep end of the pool without knowing how to swim.
It was extremely frightening. I have never been more scared.
Leslie's friend Olive, who is also from Charlotte, didn't share the same apprehension.
I was always an entrepreneur by heart. I'm like the little kid that you saw on the corner selling lemonade. I had always been an entrepreneur.
Olive was an insurance claims adjuster for nearly 20 years. Like Leslie, she was laid off. That's when she decided to make her part-time seasoning business a full-time job.
In corporate America, you knew exactly what you were going to do when you go in, but I just love the fact that every day brings something new for me. I love being an entrepreneur. I marvel at the fact that a year later, we're still, in our house, food, not struggling. And that's all, just my faith. You have to have action, with faith. And I'm committed to it.
Commitment is what Mary Lou Sergi says is essential for entrepreneurs to succeed.
We want it to be a true business. It's not a hobby. It's not doing this just because everybody loves grandma's pickle relish. In order to really make it a successful business, you've got to kind of put aside the emotional attachment. Out of every 100 people that approach me and talk about a product, only about 10 of those actually end up here in business.
While the odds are tough, there are plenty of success stories. Take, for example, Bucci, the kombucha beverage maker.
Kombucha is a very ancient beverage, maybe 2,500 years old, that originated in the Far East, traveled through Russia and through the spice trade, and it's a fermented beverage. It was quite an adventure. We met, we didn't know each other, and we dove in and started doing this together in Janine's kitchen.
When Sarah and her business partner outgrew the home kitchen, they ended up at Blue Ridge. But just a year later, they moved into this nearly 7,000 square foot production facility.
I don't really think we would be where we are here in this space now without Blue Ridge Food Ventures. It would have been too big of a leap.
With no experience as entrepreneurs, Sarah and Janine say Blue Ridge provided them guidance and marketing advice to help grow their business.
The demand has been really, really great, and so we're just trying to fill the need and expand at a sustainable rate.
We just started doing it, and everything just kept falling in place as we grew, and the right people came along, and it almost carried us as much as we carried it.
If Blue Ridge food entrepreneurs have anything in common, it's the joy and pride they take in owning their own business.
It's definitely more fun to work for yourself, and it beats staring at a computer screen for 10 hours a day, which is what I did before.
While they start small, Blue Ridge encourages clients to think big.
5 years from now, I will most likely have at least 2 or 3 different products under the Sadie's name. Probably my own manufacturing facility.
Like her friend, Olive hopes to outgrow Blue Ridge.
Where I can have my own facility, employing people, giving back to the community. That's where I would like to be in the future.
This was the first food incubator in North Carolina. Several others have since been created across the state. And economic developers see that as a good sign of the possibilities of nurturing homegrown agribusinesses.
For the economic development in North Carolina, having a network of resources in place that people can go to get help with the marketing of their agricultural products or creating a business, I think it's really important that we expand across the state.